Hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. But is this a regular episode?
It seems a little different, right?
It's not on a Friday. It's not 45 minutes long.
Before you come for us, there is a Friday episode. This is something entirely different. We're doing an interesting conversation and giving feedback to you and your relationship problems thanks to IG.
This is close friends only with Instagram and you guys and us. So let's get into the video.
I used to be the person who put my relationship on the internet, but now I have one goal. I want to be soft launched.
You want to be soft launched?
I want to be soft launched on Instagram. I want to make a debut in, someone's story or their post where just my hand and a silk dress just flowing. And, everyone's wondering, who's that girl? Who's that girl? And it's me, the love of this person's life.
I love that. I don't like men that post on Instagram. I like the secrecy about them. I like that they only post on their close friend story and it's always just something random like a cricket match or something, I'm like, let me overshare about my life all day, every day on Instagram. You stay mysterious, babe. I will soft launch you. I will hard launch you. Like, don't worry about that.
I do agree. Like, the hottest thing that a guy can do on
quiet
is keep private account. He literally comes online to check for like football updates.
Yeah.
Like
his feed is just like gym posts and like some obscure
one
sport.
him with his dog, one graduation photo.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I'm like his explore page, not what he posts. I don't want him to post about going to the gym because who you trying to impress?
Yeah, true. And if with all of that, you can still take great photos of me for my Instagram where I post everything about my
nothing about Instagram, but also get the 9:16 format right for my reels. That's all I ask.
We salute you.
You are the love of my life.
You are the love of all of our lives.
Yeah.
We all want to date you. All women everywhere.
Just one man who probably doesn't even exist. But now we don't know what you guys are into. We've just gotten your relationship problems. So we're going to give you objective advice that doesn't make your partner a human to us. We just analyze the problem. And
should we get into it?
We should get into it. I'm
Chalo.
ready to judge other people's relationships. I met my boyfriend a year ago on Hinge, downloaded it to see our chat, saw his profile updated. Ooh. First of all, why are you downloading it? I don't buy this to see our chat excuse.
I totally buy to see our chat. I would be that girl, if I was like, if my relationship lasted long enough that I want to go back to see where it all started, all the cute, like, lovey, flirty texts.
I would have a fight with my partner if they were like, oh, I'm downloading it to see our chats. I was like, oh, so you didn't delete it. You just deactivated. Guts. It's over.
Yeah, deactivate. You need to delete that profile if you are dating.
For 1 year, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
But not to hate on you because you're the one that sent in the question and probably the one in the relationship that follows us. What would you do if like your partner's chat was like his profile was updated?
I would straight up dump him.
Yeah, but I would first see if like any of the updated photos are photos I've taken and show them to him. It's like, see, this can get you other girls and I can't even post on Instagram with the shit you take of me.
Okay, so that is like my petty thing. Like, if I have taken photos of you and the relationship has ended, wipe your Instagram off the photos I took of you.
Yeah, you can't be looking hot because I, with my gaze, took your photos.
Exactly.
It's just not acceptable. But in your case, genuinely, you'll need to get your shit together because you're like both back on Hinge. So, what's the deal? Like,
I was going to say, okay, cool. Dump him, take better photos of yourself, forget about Hinge, let's move to Raya and let's see where this goes.
I love how you think everyone can get on Raya.
Okay, don't get on Raya. Why don't you come over to Instagram? There's so many interesting hot guys with private accounts who you can DM. I'm sure there's lots to talk about.
Yeah, like I mean, slide in the DMs now. First of all, how long did y'all even talk for on Hinge? Like the first message, you should have screenshotted the first day and then deleted the account, and then you can scroll back all the way on DM and find the real chat where it just started, because the first chat you probably did with 4 or 5 other guys at least if you're on Hinge.
What if like he updated his profile while they were still in the talking stage when they moved off of Hinge, and she was thinking it was more than what it was, and back then he changed it, and since then he hasn't been on Hinge.
That's generous. One time I had a fight with my boyfriend because he still had screenshots of his own Hinge profile, and I was like, oh, so you think we're gonna break up? Why do you need screenshots of your own Hinge profile? And I made him delete.
What is your go-to like after you break up with somebody? Do you like wipe your Instagram? Do you delete the photos? Do you archive them? And do you delete the chats?
I don't delete the chat. I don't delete anything. I'm okay with the photos being on also. At least now, because like, I mean, who's gonna scroll? I post every day. Who would go all the way to like post and delete photos? So now if anything happens, the photos are staying on.
How healthy.
Yeah. One would argue if I'm scrolling back and archiving or deleting all the photos, I'm more into it because it takes so much effort.
True.
Yeah.
I agree.
What's your etiquette?
My etiquette?
Yeah.
Scrub the Instagram.
Scrub it
Scrub the
with-
tagged photos. If I have to text my enemy from 10 years ago being like, hey, you had that one photo of me and my ex together, please remove it and we can continue not talking.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I love that.
My boyfriend made me delete my Instagram because he got very insecure whenever I posted something. Guts.
Dude, my Instagram account is so precious to me. This would be a deal breaker.
Yeah, same. I am who I am on the internet more than I am in real life.
What is the slang? The
Yeah.
slang changes. And I don't know what to say this week. Well, I'm going to be saying womp womp and people have moved on to something else. I just can't take that risk. Like, also, what could you be posting that he has a problem with? Like,
I mean, if my partner is posting like hot photos of themselves on the internet, I'm like, you go, king. Look good on the internet.
let
Like,
everyone see what I've bagged, you know? Like, I
Yeah.
get damn happy. Like,
exactly. I would be super, like, I would be hyping in the comments and like hearting and reposting.
I feel like your boyfriend's a little bit insecure about like how he's looking, and he's like, oh my god, she's so hot, and that's his problem
Not yours.
because it is not yours. If you still want to make it work, then you can obviously post on your close friends on Instagram, like you can post it. So
Yeah, you can do like grid posts now with close friends, right?
friends,
Did you
yeah.
know that? I just found that out. So you
I
can
knew
post to your
that.
close friends grid. You can post close friends stories.
but I'm sure your partner has a problem with everyone. Like, you know, it's not like he's like, oh, you're posting publicly or something like that. I'm sure if he has a problem, the account is already private, and he's like, he has a problem with your close girlfriend also, your close guy friend also, your mom also, your dad also. It's like that possession thing is happening. So I would say, don't feed into it. Use your close friends for your close friends. You're like, you know, don't do this to like please. Oh man.
Two-parter. Number 1, dump the guy. Number 2, make a very well curated close friends list and share all the stuff that's happening in your life over there.
Share the receipts of why he's toxic and add like his mom to
Add
your
a
close
poll.
friend.
You'll find out yourself whether he is actually toxic or not.
I love that. Like, that's some goals. Wanna date someone toxic just to do that.
I really want to do like a day in my life where I do everything based on polls. But it's like serious decisions with my life.
Like what?
Like, should I apply for a new job? Which job?
Should I freeze my eggs?
Should I freeze my eggs? Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Go for it.
है ना?
I'll vote, I guess.
Vote.
Broke up with a guy who won't post our pictures on Instagram. P.S. We're dating for 1 year. Yo. What do you think about that actually?
Why are you asking? No, I'm kidding. Um,
No, because I had a very strong reaction, and I was like, maybe it's not a big deal for everyone.
No, I personally have been like kind of figuring this out. Do I want to be posted on Instagram or do I not want to be posted on Instagram? And I think it's very like partner specific. If that guy is like very, or that woman is very active on the internet and you're the only thing they're not sharing, then that's a red flag.
That's an issue.
Yeah. But if it's something that you want and they're not really present on Instagram or whatever and they're not posting it, then if they really love you, they can do you like a birthday post or something. I think that's the gentleman's way. Post a birthday post.
Every year. And an anniversary post, whatever. Like, but birthday post to banta hai.
Banta hai.
Like, at least story, if not post.
No,
But
no. One post. 1 year you guys have been dating.
Dude, I love these couples where like the guy only has photos like every year on his birthday and the girls just ham on Instagram. It's my favorite.
You know, if there was like a quiet luxury version of romance,
Yeah.
it is the one post a year. And the photos have to be good. They have to be candid.
No.
They have to be, the girl has to look beautiful. And like, it should be like, she should always be glowing and, you know, the sun hitting
To be
her.
at the
correct.
beach.
Yeah.
And it's like very like, this is clicked by a man who loves me vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most often, guys think that the way to go is by posting really ugly photos of their girlfriend on the internet. Is the most triggering thing. And it just shows that you don't respect this person, because if you respected them, you would make sure that they look beautiful.
I like the ugly photos also. I think it's so cute that he's like, oh my god, you look pretty no matter what. Like, I find you beautiful.
I find
at
that
your
very
worst.
disingenuous, because if you found me beautiful at my worst, you wouldn't have to share it with the rest of your friends group.
But
Like, why are you posting publicly when I'm looking hideous? When I freaking take photos of you and post you on the internet looking so beautiful, I'm like, that's my man. And there's a photo of me with like toothpaste dried on my mouth, and she's like, that's my woman. No.
agree to disagree.
Okay, fine.
But I feel like 1 year के अंदर तो post एक
एक
post
post तो
तुम्हारा
होना।
birthday तो आया ही ना एक year में एक
हाँ,
बार.
एक बार.
Yeah. Also, if someone is literally saying like, hey, can you post me on Instagram, and then you say no, like what kind of person?
Yeah,
would
it's a
do
battle
that?
of self-respect at
Yeah.
that point of time. Who's
Like-
going to give out first?
And like honestly, if I have to beg for an Instagram post to get it, I don't even want it.
I don't want
No,
it.
I want it.
Can't seem to get over the toxic boy who left me for another girl but then keeps coming back. You know, when you have a crush on someone and they keep coming in and out of your life and they keep playing hot and cold, your brain starts fantasizing them to be the most sexy person you've ever met in
Yeah.
your life. Like, everything they do just turns you on, like emotionally, physically, everything.
It's like you smoke a cigarette. You like it. You're not supposed to like it, but it's addictive and you like it. But you know it's bad for you. And once you smoke a cigarette, you can't, like, it takes willpower to not smoke a cigarette again. And this man is the cigarette for you. Like, he's toxic, you know it. He's not a vibe for sure, you know that. He literally went and got smoked by another person, and you still want to share that cigarette, but it's disgusting, it's gross, it's cancerous, one would argue. Like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
One cigarette once, I say.
If you want to hook up with somebody and you know that they're not good for you, and you have that awareness that, you know, I am doing this keeping my self-respect aside, like I maybe like to hook up with this person, then do it. But if you're feeling like shit at the end of meeting them, every time you meet them you feel horrible,
Yeah.
then that's the wrong person and that's the wrong
But
move.
Correct me if I'm wrong, there's no hookup that's great enough for how shitty the behavior of like someone leaving you to go to another person and come back. Like, what kind of sex are y'all having? That's the only question I have through the episodes. I'm like, so what kind of sex are you guys having? So just tell me once, so I'll shut up forever. I won't shut up. This amazing man, all green flags. Why has she messaged us, you ask? Isn't exactly happy slash excited to marry me after 7 years of a relationship.
I screenshotted that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, should we tell her together? He's
He's
not that into you. If after 7 years of green flag behavior, he's not getting down on one knee, he just wasted 7 years of your life.
He's gonna marry someone his mama chose. Trust
Yeah,
us.
this literally happened last week to somebody I know.
Really?
They dated for a really long time, and now his rokas happened with a totally other person.
Someone I know left his 8-year fiance that he dated for 8 years for a 19-year-old girl.
That's life. I mean, what do you do?
That's so morbid. That's life.
That is, I honestly like, in a couple, if the woman agrees that, like, a civil partnership is better than a marriage, then I believe that answer. But if a guy is like, civil partnership is better than marriage, I am inclined to believe that he's a little afraid of commitment.
I would agree, honestly, because first of all, I don't think this man is as amazing, as much of a green flag. I think आपको आदत पड़ गई है ये 7 साल गुजार के. You're like, he hasn't done any glaring behaviors.
Just because he's not doing anything wrong doesn't mean he's doing everything right.
The bare minimum should not be the bar.
Yes.
The bar is on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can relate, so don't worry. I'm coming
Enjoy your wedding.
with all my heart.
Please, we will dance. This is my worst thing because I keep telling my friends, like, this is not the man to marry. And then at the wedding, I'm like, Bole chuniya.
No, everybody just wants to go to a good wedding.
Taking like stories and all my hot outfits, hashtagging the couple. And I'm just like, इनका नहीं चलेगा. This is the 2-part one. He broke up with me and still waits for me to post stories and reply back to him. He doesn't want to get back because he has science and won't put much effort. You're clearly a baby, a little tiny baby. And why, like, how do you know he's waiting for you to post stories and reply back to him? It makes no
Listen,
sense.
you're in high school right now. You don't need to be dating. Just you concentrate on your thing. Let him concentrate on his thing. Like, go to a good college. You'll find even hotter, more green flag men there.
Who will DM you samne se.
Yeah.
And you don't have to play these like, oh, let me post a story so he will reply back. He will DM you like the man that he is. He'll slide in, which is honestly the 2024 equivalent of riding in on a white horse. And he will say, hey, I think you're cute. And that's when you know he's into you.
See, here's my thing. Earlier, when we were dating and we were courting people, you would go out in public, you would meet a stranger at a bar, and then you would have to throw your best line or make whatever contact. Now, you're on the internet. You're DMing me on Instagram. At least have some game.
Yeah, come on.
Like, if you are responding to my story, please don't, as a grown man, reply, hee hee.
Or
You know?
don't put the fire emoji.
Yeah.
Don't put the fire emoji.
Just have a conversation with
Yeah.
me. Like, say something interesting that I would like to respond to.
Also, for this girl, if he just responds to your story and he doesn't like message you in any other way, just double tap the story. For that's Instagram speak for thanks, but no thanks.
Do you think that there is a difference in a man's like seriousness or a person's seriousness if they are responding to your story versus they are DMing you? It's a
Yeah.
brand new chat.
Of course. I feel like one definitely has a lot more gravitas. If you must, like, if someone slides into my DMs, I'm like, this is intentional. If someone replies to my story, I'm like, this is lazy.
Replying to a story to flirt with someone is the laziest thing that you can do.
I feel like replying to a story is only acceptable if you already have a vibe happening in the chat and like maybe you're like trying to double text but like being chill about it. I feel like then if you like
Just reply to a story.
That's
It's
a good
okay.
way to see whether things are over, or she just forgot to reply, or he just forgot to
Yeah.
reply. But then after that, like, you'll get your answer.
I think a great like way for me to check someone's entitlement or privilege is to see how much they try to like interact with me on social media
Yeah.
and how butthurt they are when I don't respond to like their littlest attempt,
I
you know.
swear.
You've responded to my story 2-3 times and now you're acting like we're Rose and Jack from the Titanic. No, that
No.
wasn't enough commitment.
There's only space for one on this blank, actually.
Double tap your response, Sakshi. 100%. And I also feel like, why are we still in the world where you can slide into someone's DMs and just say hello?
Dude, you know, all the people that have blue ticks that have slid into my DMs, they just say, hey,
Hey,
hi, hello. And it's like, ew, you have followers. That's it. You can't be so lazy. It's not cutting it.
it's not cutting it.
Like, you can't be a comedy creator and say, hey. Like, I'm expecting a joke at least.
What's the most romantic thing or like the sexiest thing a stranger can do for you on the internet if they were trying to hit on you?
I feel like the answer is engage with my paid collabs.
It all comes back to that. If you truly love me, you would comment on my paid collaboration. reel.
Yeah, come on. Like, maybe like, share, and comment. But that's like third base for me. Like,
Can I tell you the most green flag thing you can do for someone? Like when they post something and they want that content to be boosted, just keep sharing to people in DMs
Yeah.
that piece of content, because the more shares your reel gets on Instagram, the more reach it
Yeah.
like goes to, right? The more algorithms it can penetrate. So if you love me, share my reel.
yeah, come on. That's all I ask for. Like, I don't want flowers. I just want someone to share my paid collabs. Organic content मैं संभाल लूंगी अपने आप.
कायदे से.
कायदे से. But paid collabs, just a little.
What do you think of the people who unfollow you at night multiple times? Is that a move that you respond well to?
No, I hate that. And my favorite thing is like, you know, if you're a guy who does follow, unfollow, especially to girls in the same group, we talk about it.
We talk about it. Even if like we don't know each other, we've met each other
Yeah,
once, and I
once.
catch you have followed and unfollowed her, I will DM her.
It's understand. Dude, I miss the good old days on Instagram where
And
it
you
was
could see the
so
following.
it was so easy to clock which couple is fighting when, because you would see like XYZ has followed their girlfriend and it's like, when did they unfollow them? It's like, wait, they fought and then they unfollowed each other. Have you seen that really famous thing of Demi Lovato following Henry Cavill and then immediately like liking 3 of his things and posting a thirst trap immediately after?
No.
It's so funny. Like, she was ready. I love that. My gal Gigi Lovato, you got it. You got it going on.
Still coming back because it's something that irritates me to my core. Who told you that it was a good idea to follow, unfollow? It's like the physical equivalent of sitting in your car and like dipping your lights if somebody's walking by. It's like, Dekha, did you notice me?
And it's like, yes, we noticed you, but not in a positive light at all. So you have that happen to you a lot, right? The follow, unfollow.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I didn't follow the 4th time, so maybe there's nothing happening here. Let's call it. But no.
Thing. But no.
One
Every
thing that's
time-
really been irritating me is that people sending me reels, like guys trying to flirt with me by sending me reels that they think I would enjoy. We've never spoken. But
How
you've
dare you assume my algorithm?
yeah, I'm not okay with that. Don't perceive my algorithm.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
It's- Who apologized, by the way, after.
This dude sent Naina some dumb fucking reel, okay? And then she didn't respond because it was a dumb fucking reel. And he was like, hey, sorry if I offended you.
It's like, I was offended.
But it's not okay.
So yeah, I do. I feel like the internet is such a tricky place. Like if my, I'm really afraid that one day in the future, or one day somebody invents a time machine and I get to go to the future and I just don't know how to use the social media technology
Bro.
of the time, and they know that
Yeah.
this bitch,
She's
in
from the past. That is scary.
It is scary because I just realized that you're supposed to put a crying emoji at the end of everything to seem younger.
Dude, you know, I was on a trek when that Binod thing happened on the internet where everyone's comment section, people were just commenting Binod. And I came back, but I didn't have network. And people were commenting Binod. And I thought this was only happening to me. And then on a live, I was like, I don't know. People have been commenting Binod on all of my shit. And it was a collab, live. And that person was like, no, it's an internet thing. I wanted to crawl out of my skin. Like, I was so embarrassed. I can't be this out of touch.
I want to give you guys a tip. This is to my male friends. There's something Instagram does that you should know before you're going out to do some sus behavior. When someone goes live and you send a go live request and they put you on their live, a notification goes to all of your friends that you are on this person's live. So please tread carefully, because this happened to someone I know. He went on live in the middle of his work day with some random woman he met on holiday, and everyone on his list, including his girlfriend's friends, got a notification saying this guy is live on a Wednesday at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they've taken screenshots. Be like, why the fuck is he online with this random woman?
Dude, you know, if you open an Instagram DM, like the story DM, and you screenshot it, it gives a screenshot notification, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. And someone was sending me tea and they were sending it as photos. And I was screenshotting it because I wanted to send it to my friend. And they got a notification and they were like, why are you screenshotting it? And I was like, oh, to send it to my friend. Because I had no way of going out of it. And he was like, which friend? And I was like, oh. And they were like, okay, this friend is fine, but it's quite embarrassing.
So if you are dating and on the internet, be careful.
There are etiquettes to
There
cheat.
are etiquettes. Very, very strong lines that have been drawn in the sand. And you must follow them, because if your Instagram game is up there, I think it increases like your attraction points also. Like if you're really attractive, like as a person, but your Instagram game sucks, there's
Yeah.
something off.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, then I'm like, he's boring type. Dude, another just Instagram story now that we're into it. So, my friend and I, we collab on a lot of reels, okay? And this one guy in the middle of the night, I think, was going and liking each of her reels because he was sliding into the DMs. And the next morning, I was like, hey, are you like talking to XYZ? And she was like, how do you know? And I was like, because I have 3 collab reels with you over the course of a year, and all 3 of them were liked. No one is safe.
No one's safe. Now I just go and like comment on random
Yeah.
reels all over the internet with something really morbid, and they're like, wait, is this Naina Bhan?
From class fame. Dude, you know, Parul Gulati from Nish Hai, she does a great job at commenting and plugging Nish in everybody's reels. Like,
We should do that.
we should do that from Moment of Silence.
Yeah.
We did not solve anyone's problems.
We were never going to solve
Yeah.
anyone's problems.
We
But
did teach people how to cheat better, I guess, unfortunately. Now they know the hack. Sorry to all the people that sent their problems.
comment down below if there are any Instagram hacks that you like use in your life and we aren't using. We would love, as all women, to be like up there with the times.
Tell us the ways our boyfriends can cheat on us, because we need to stay savdhan, stay satark, and milenge agle hafte. No, on Friday also. But bye.